There you go. All right.
Hey, speaking of Nationals,
Excursion bringing stuff, fellas. He bringing the clip. Look at the camera, man. We live.
What up, Doc?
Robert Flores, Cliff Floyd with us.
Is that how we're tossing now? I mean,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
is that how we're tossing?
That's what they
Just
do, bro.
no kind of formal toss?
No,
Hey, y'all
let
letting it
me-
rain on us, by the way, so you know what I'm saying?
No warning at all.
Let me get former. The Emmy Award-winning host of MLB Central, Robert Flores, with his style and no
There you go.
sunglasses,
There you go,
which
Harold.
I can't believe. Usually he wears them.
Well,
and then the
you know,
smooth dress
I
Cliff
have
Floyd.
Yes, Cliff has got the
Thank you.
sunglasses, but you know what? It was sunny earlier, but now it is obviously, you can see, overcast, and it's also spitting on us a little bit, but
Yeah.
not too bad.
Okay, all
too
right.
bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we out here. We out here.
We appreciate you guys taking a little time to join us because I know that you're going to chase down some players, talk to coaches, and do your due diligence
Yeah.
at Nationals camp. What for you, Cliff, is the Nationals' biggest storyline entering the season?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just getting this core group to sort of believe in themselves and understand that you're not transitioning anymore.
Yeah.
You got to come to play. You're a better team than 71 wins, right? So how do you do it? How do you go about that? And you have the players. You have some young guys that understand, what their job is every single day. Getting a chance to have their first opening day in Woods and Cruz. So, do little things right. Get on base. You have some speed. Manufacture some runs. Sort of get comfortable early. They have a tough April, right? They have a tough schedule April-wise. If they can sort of weather the storm, fellas, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. They need more power, guys. They were last in the National League in home runs. They get Nathaniel Lowe and Paul DeYoung, two veterans, part of this young core. DeYoung hit 24 homers. Nathaniel Lowe, he would tell you his power numbers were a little down last year,
Yeah.
but they're hopeful that he can bounce back and that both of those guys can really give them a power surge to go along with that young core that Cliff was talking about.
Yeah, Flo, have you guys had a chance to talk to Davey Martinez yet? I know that you hit every manager on these camp tours, but we're not sure if you've spoken to Davey yet.
No, not yet, and I'm eager to. The first thing I want to ask him is, Cliff talked about the message. The transition is over, the rebuild is over, whatever you want to call it, and Davey kind of laid down the law from day one to the guys is that, hey, you're young, but basically we don't care. You're here to win, and the winning starts now.
Hey, a lot of former team. Golly, Ricky Bones, I got Miguel Cairo.
Yeah, he threw a baseball
Got the whole
at us.
crew over here, man.
They threw that ball hard right there.
Hey, can I give you guys a scam?
Yeah, I actually did. Hey.
I want to give you guys a scam to try to execute here. Legendary football broadcaster Tim Brando used to do this when he was calling NFL games, and you go into practice. You go into practice wearing like a T-shirt or a logo from some other random team. And then the PR guy would grab you and say, hey, man, you can't wear that here. Here's some sweatshirts. Here's some stuff. Put this Nationals gear on. See if you can pull that off at one point this week.
Oh.
That's a great
Matty, I
call.
like that. Get some swag.
We came with the required MLB Network swag that they so graciously gave us before we head out here. So
we can pull that off, though. I'm going to come with a Marlin hat because I'm down here, right? Do something crazy.
We can work that.
Go to Astros camp
Yeah,
Sunday.
I'll wear an Astros camp. I'll try to wear an Astros camp cap to Mets camp tomorrow. See what happens.
Yeah, you guys could go home with a bunch of stuff. And I know that it's really nice of the network to have sold you that stuff at cost that you're wearing today. So it's it really.
Yes, it was, it was very, very affordable.
Hey, Matty,
MLB Network swag. And
Matty,
I appreciate it.
This is a medium. I can't get an extra large anymore.
You still look good, though. Look really good, though.
Cliff, you got my gear, and you got my watch on, too, man. Give me my watch back. No.
Hey, I woke up this morning. It was already ready to go, H.
Hey, is this a rolling?
Hey, real quick, I do want to ask you guys one question that's intriguing to me, and that's CJ Abrams. Last year at the end of the year, obviously he was not with the club, and I see him at the top of the order. How's his camp going so far?
Well, here good.
Yeah, I mean, by all accounts, it's good. We have not talked with CJ. He's scheduled. He's on our list.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you bring it up, Harold. It did not end the way he would want to have ended 2024. I'm eager to hear what lessons he learned from the whole being sent down. But he's a big part of of the future here and the present. So they need for him to be at his best.
Yeah, I think quickly, man. It's just about wanting to be the best, wanting to be great. And to be great, there's a responsibility and accountability to that. And so when you look at, maturing and understanding who you are, you're going to make mistakes along the way, obviously. But I think the biggest thing is getting past that and knowing what your responsibility is for this team to be better.
Yeah. Hey, Harold.
Do that, you'll be good.
Harold, I know he's been working very hard in the offseason and also here at camp defensively. Obviously, that's an area that he needs to shore up. And then you look at second base, Luis Garcia. He also took some big strides last year. So obviously, there's a lot to like. It's just a matter of not when they're, if they're going to win, but when.
Yeah, CJ is one of my favorites, and my boy Darnell Cole's still there, the hitting coach. And when Darnell came to visit the studio, we have a tour we take people on, and one of the attractions is all our analysts.
Yeah, Darnell was among those really impressed with our wall of fame. In fact, why don't we roll that? You could caption these photos. Here's Yonder, and he's saying to himself, I'm going to fillet this the other way to drive in a run. Here's Ron Darling. I'm going to execute this 2-2 slider and punch him out.
And here's Cliff. Cliff, man, that ended the game.
Yeah.
And when the game ends, man, the next thing up is you got to buy dinner. That's the look like, man, I got to buy all these fools dinner now. Here's what Leland had to say about that.
All these fools dinner. And listen, everybody talk about me not being cheap. I don't understand it.
Here's Leland. This is what Leland said, man. It was so wrong. It was so wrong.
We have a lot of former Marlins working here among us here at MLB Network, as you know. Dempster, Cliff Floyd, Leiter, Mikey Lowell, Kevin Millar. So based on this group and how you know these guys, some of whom played for you, who is the last guy to reach into his wallet and pay for dinner?
I would definitely say Cliff Floyd.
Man, that's messed up, Cliff. It's messed up.
That's just wrong. Man, that's just wrong,
That's
man.
not right.
And you know what's crazy? I see Skip every year when we go to Lakeland, right? And he gives me this big old hug.
I know, very friendly.
Talk about me behind my back, bro.
No, that's not right. I know firsthand that Cliff is very generous. Not much of a tipper, but he'll.
Hey, look, if I have a good meal. No, if I have a good meal, you took care of me, I'm going to tip you well.
That's right.
We actually, Cliff, I feel like we went someplace we didn't think we were going. We set up Jimmy to think that he was going to say Millar. Like, we were shocked that he didn't say Millar.
Right.
The whole thing was a bit for me to use a soundboard bite.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Matty, I'm with you. Millar is the cheapest dude. You talking about gator arms, bro? This dude will leave. Soon as the lady walking over with the bill, he has to go to the bathroom all of a sudden.
Oh, that's a big one. That's
alligator upside down.
That's a veteran move.
And
that's a veteran move.
Cliff, I've been out to dinner with you, and I know you love to buy, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, we appreciate you guys coming on with us.
I appreciate you.
We know that your dance card is full when you're doing these tours. We look forward to the national tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. Robert Flores and Cliff Floyd, they're on the road in the Grapefruit League. It's a
comedy act.
Bob Hope, Bing Crosby buddy film. On the road to Bali.
Nice reference. Nice reference for the younger viewers.
Don't sleep on Robert's gator arms either. Don't sleep on that.
Super contemporary for the kids. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your time in Florida. And a reminder for our viewers that the 30 Clubs in 15 Days tour kicks off today. Robert and Cliff in West Palm at 6 Eastern. They're going to be hitting that Florida circuit all week long.